Now let's move on to the PM's strong support for Katherine Deves. We mentioned that earlier in my editorial. But then we've got the miserable malcontents of the so-called moderate faction, Matt Keane and Trent Zimmerman and others, continuing to attack Katherine Deves and, by extension, really attacking the Liberal Party. Bronwyn, why should Matt Keane be ultimately thrown out of the Liberal Party for not only attacking and helping to cause a pile on Katherine Deves, but for deliberately and systematically, I would argue, undermining the Coalition's election campaign?
Well, the first thing to say about Mr Keane is that the first time he's got a proper job in being the Treasurer of New South Wales, it's time he paid attention to it and started learning it so he can do it properly. That would be a useful thing for him to do, other than being Malcolm Turnbull's the organ grinder and he's the monkey. So if we can just go back to the question of what's happening with Katherine Deves, she is speaking about an issue which is of importance to every mother of every daughter in the country, and fathers as well. And that picture of a 6'4" biological man beating, thrashing 3 cowering small women in a swimming meet says it all. It is not fair, it is not right. Women have fought hard to have their sports recognised, to be paid properly, to have good coverage of their sport. God. And now it is under threat because they are competing against people who are physically far larger than they are.